Here's what you've been missing today. So, did anybody else pick up on this statement that James Prince Sr. made?
Because here's the thing, Takeoff is not the only one got hit that night. You know what I mean? A friend of ours daughter got hit in the head. So somebody could have been mad about that and wanted to come back and do some things. So they
used to say words couldn't hurt me. Videos just my name, they getting thirsty. Go ahead and put him in a hearse. It's getting murky this time, I deserve this. I'm ready for whatever war said. He been a matador, scared for the things I'm dreaming for.
The dude name is Brian Leday. He's a MobTies member as well. There's pictures of him floating on the internet of him rocking MobTies gear with his daughter. That's the reason why. What ended up happening was why Jay Prince knows so much is because that whole event was a MobTies event featuring the Migos and their entourage. Hence why not Lil Kim, but Migo Band shot. That's what it is. Now, before we get into it, I'm going to keep it authentic with you. I know what's going on more and more the more I keep watching that $1 million worth of game interview. Jay Prince was right. It was $1 million worth of game. The problem with that is MobTies is literally trying to control every narrative that's out there. So if we paint this man, Migo Bands, as the aggressor, we can basically say, hey, he got it cracking. My man feared for his life because he had a gun. That's going to be the argument that they're going to make. And it's going to probably be proven that my man Patrick Clark was shooting at Migo Bands. But in the ruckus and chaos and everything like that Migo Bands actually didn't figure it out and started shooting at Lil Cam in them. And that's why they got up out of there. But to Brian Leday. Brian Leday is the reason why she hasn't officially went to sue or anything like that. It's going to be out of their hands because essentially what's going to go on is the state has to pick it up and they have to charge. But part of the problem is that they don't have the gun. See, it was revealed before that they had the murder weapon. They actually don't. Once they tested all the ballistics and everything like that, it's not the murder weapon. So the murder weapon hasn't been found because your man Patrick Clark actually went and hid it. So when he left the club and everything like that, and this is what's going to be the nail in the coffin for him. You left the club, you hid the doggone weapon, you put it somewhere and everything like that. Then you came back. And then once you went home, you went to check news articles of how you can get off on self-defense because you did it one time. You're trying to see how it applies. That's what happened. But do me a favor, hit that subscribe button today. We're on our way to 200K. If you want to see this channel grow, let the world know. And on the real, once we start growing at a rapid speed, I'm going to start doing videos on what y'all suggest. It's a we thing, not a me thing. So do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, hit that like, share to keep your people aware. But let me know your thoughts on this. Do you believe that the Prince family is trying to control the illustration that's being painted? Because at the end of the day, we only going off of what they say now. That extra paperwork and everything like that, it has to be bought. So you can get the paperwork. If people want to know, it's called a freedom of press. Texas has it as well. All you had to do is email the sheriff's office or whomever county and everything like that and ask them, bring up the case number and stuff like that, and then they'll do it for you right then and there. So that's how he got the paperwork because he paid for it. It's not that difficult to get, but it takes about 5 to 7 days. In this case, I think it might have took a little longer. Matter of fact, I think it's 5 to 30 days, hence why they didn't come out with it just like that. But either way that go, if y'all want to see if it's real, if it's actually real, not made up, hit the Cash App at Seti Nash. I think it's like $100-something or something like that. But y'all let me know. I ain't got big money like the rest of these guys. But shout out Rihanna. Fendi.
I know Seti Nash is a punk. I already got the scoop on that nigga 2 years ago. I know.